When they were leveraging the breach, a couple things that are really key into this is that it was a very sophisticated attack. Um, Further in this presentation, I'll kind of go in, but they had injected code into the SolarWinds base um, almost a year ago. It was a sophisticated attack in the fact that they understood the build process at SolarWinds. They understood where was the vulnerable point. By injecting they basically, a year ago, they had put in code that was not active. It was just a null bit of code that doesn't do anything, but they watched it for over 6 months, from what we can tell, and it was still passed through. So they knew that the code was not being reviewed at that level so that they could inject the actual Trojan that they wanted to. So this leads us to believe that it was an actual customer of SolarWinds Orion platform that was using a very targeted attack for this. Um, as you can see, this very much oversimplifies it, but it is the process. They got a compromise in their supply chain of their code development and packaging of their software, inserted their Trojanized DLL, and basically let SolarWinds take care of distributing it to all the clients. It was very well researched, and like I said, the knowledge of SolarWinds was enough that they must have had a very good foresight or visibility into their processes to be able to sneak this in and keep it from being detected. How long did it take? Well, if you go to the SEC website, they actually had to file a report on December 14th that basically said that the compromise was from March to June that the software was actually being infected and put out on their site for distribution. But like I had said before, back in December of 2019, they have gone back through their code review and found that there was a null insertion, just a, you know, sleep command or something stupid, simple that would not ever trigger anything, but it was basically there so that they could decompile and see if it was getting caught or not. The code that they had written was very well written, and it was very professionally put together, which also did not make it stand out if someone was just doing a casual review. So this is where change management and such really didn't follow proper practices, in my opinion, for SolarWinds. They should have had proper code review, and they should have had some sort of ability to track that, hey, there's changes that we didn't make. The last bullet item was concerning a couple sources that I was able to find had confirmed that the compromised versions of the software were still available for download up to December of this last year. So even though it was identified and they say that the threat was only from March to June, they hadn't responded and cleaned up the distribution of their software till December to take it down. So in my opinion, that's too long of a wait for this type of an exploit.